LaHaShem, before Shacharit, about 7:15 or 7:25, we will have about 10, 15, 20, 15 minutes. Depends on the previous class. Ending every morning, we will do LaHaShem Ben Ish Chai, and parasha by parasha, little by little, hopefully with Yad Dishmaya, will accomplish and come close to Hashem. Today is the first day of Mar Cheshvan. It's going to start from Ben Ish Chai from Bereshit, and we'll go little by little. As it says like this by Ben Ish Chai, Hagdama in his introduction to the Halacha, his introduction to Parashat Bereshit, the laws of Tzitzit. No, sorry, let's see. Okay, let's see. Vayas Hashem Elohim le'adam u'lishto kotnot or. So Hashem made for a man and his wife kotnot or, a clothing of leather. Ve'albishem, as we know that Adam HaRishon and Chava, after they ate from Etz Hadat, they covered themselves with leaves. Leaves, there was a whole discussion what kind of leaves there is. Date tree or leaves of what's his name? Dalat, which are big leaves that cover a big portion of the body. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu, after that, he took leather, not or, clothing of leather, and he put it on them. As it says in the Bereshit Gimel, chapter Gimel 3, Pasuk 21. הנה ידוע מה שכתב רבנו אריזל. Rabbi Shai says, it's known to all what Arizal wrote, בעניין הלבושים דאדם הראשון. As we know over there, reference to clothing that Adam HaRishon wore. קודם החטא היו כותנות אור מן החשמל. The clothing that Adam HaRishon were wearing with his wife before the sin were made out of chashmal. Whatever chashmal means, electrified aura around their body or something, some sort of not a physical tangible item. It was all around their body. This kind of like a radiation. וכשחטא הפסיד אותם הלבושים דחשמל. So as soon as the Adam HaRishon did the sin and partake from the Etz Hadat, from the tree of knowledge, שהם שח נאורים כמניין השמל. So over there it's telling you that it's 378 in reference to this radiation of chashmal, the same number, 378. ועשה מלבוש אחר מקליפה נוגה. Then Hashem made a clothing from the tangibility. והם כותנות אור, and that tangibility was clothing of some sort of skin. וכנזכר בעץ החיים, as it's brought down over there in the Sefer עץ חיים, שער קליפת נוגה, the gate, the chapter that deals with this קליפת נוגה. פרק ד' chapter 4, ויועיין שם and brought down. גם כתב האריזל בשאר הכוונות, בכוונת מלביש ארומים. So Arizal also discusses in reference to the bracha, as we say over there, Malbish Arumi, that he clothes naked. The Malbush Adam hu mina kedusha. We have to understand that the clothing of a person, it has to come on from a holy, on high. But if people, Chas v'Shalom, transgress, do arverot, then there are things that cling to his clothing. There are secondary or tzad or the sides of sin that cling to his clothing. So there are the clothing are being addressed that are something that goes around them. So there's a type of emanating energy or of some sort of that goes inside that stays within the body, and then there is a clothes of some certain energy that goes around the outside of the body. So So now, certain clothing that we wear, says Ben Ish Chai, those are now are surrounded by those the I guess the behavior of a person. If he's a holy, it's holy. If it's not a holy, it's the opposite around. So according to everything that a person wears, each one of those clothing have their own valued spiritual aura. ואין לך דבר שדוחה את הקליפות כמו אור מקיף. And obviously, there is nothing that has more strength of pushing away the bad elements of stickiness of the bad spiritual thing more than like אור המקיף. לפי שאין יכולת בקליפות לנהוג להתרחז באור המקיף. And what happens is that the light, that's the spiritual light of certain garments or certain behavior of a person that causes him to have this aura makif, which means the light that surrounds him. לכן הוא עומד בחוץ ואין לו פחד מהקליפות. Therefore, a person could dwell in this realm without much fear, because the evilness that trying to cling to him is unable to cling to him. You and I, Shamogre explained over there. Again, we're going to be talking now. Halachot Tzitzit, we could understand already a little bit the holiness and the prescription that what Ben Ish Chai is going to tell us. והנה בזה מובן קנאת הנחש שנתקנאה באדם הראשון קודם לחטא ונתגרה בו להחטיו. Now we could understand what was the jealousy of Adam HaRishon. What was his jealousy that he wanted to make Adam sin, כי נתקנא מקטונת אור שלו, because Nachash, he saw the beautiful aura that illuminating from Adam HaRishon, and he was jealous from it. שראה שיש עליו אור מקיף גדול כפי ערך הקטונת אור, and he saw that the Adam HaRishon was surrounded by this beautiful aura of light, והוא אין לו אחיזה באור מקיף. So, and this Nachash, he couldn't understand why he has it, why I don't have it. והנחש היה ערום, and we see over there in the pasuk says that the Nachash was ערום. ערום means actually nude, but nude what? Nude from what? כנודע that he was nude from that aura of Adam HaRishon that Adam HaRishon had. כנודע ולכן נתגרה בו והחטיאו וגרם להעביר מעליו כתונת אור. Therefore, the jealousy was so permeating by the Nachash, by the snake, he went ahead and he made Adam to do the sin in order to take away, because of the sin causes that this aura to disappear. והיה אור במקום אור. And then what happened was, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought to Adam a leather, which is spelled with Ain Vav Reish, instead of or, instead of the light, which again, Adam HaRishon and Hava, before the sin, they were surrounded by aura of light. But now HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to give him a physical covering. כמו שכתוב, ויעש השם אלוקים לאדם ולאשתו קטנות אור וילבשם. It says over there, Hashem, God Almighty, made for him kotnot or, the clothing of leather, and he dressed them. ואמרו בזוהר הקדוש, and what the Zohar explains, what does that mean? שדבק בו משקה דחיביה. ובזה פירשתי רמז הכתוב בתיבת וילבשם קריבה וילבשם. והוא משקה דחיביה והיה שדבק בם, שכל זה היה מחמת החטא. So again, he clung unto them different elements, okay, elements of that was called וילבשם, whatever that means. ומשקה דחיביה והיה שדבק בם, that he clung onto the bodies of Adam and Rishon. שכל זה היה מחמת החטא. All this was because of the sin. Again, so technically speaking, just the nude body of Adam and Rishon would not be visible as nude, because just to recap everything here, there was certain light that was illuminating from Adam and Rishon, so you couldn't see them nude. Chas v'shalom. The pasuk, the Torah tells us that they were nude and they were not embarrassed. But so let's see what the Rabbi explains that. Okay. So Ben Ish Chai explains, some seems to be like this. ההפרש בין אור לאור הוא מספר סמ"ט. The difference between the two, or with aleph or with ayin, the difference is 69 in gematria, or gamtariya, as Rabbi Eliyahu says. Minyan yagon, which would mean yagon v'yadua ki yagon hu mitzad sitra achara. Okay, ki yadua v'kavanat v'aser mimenu yagon v'anacha. As it says over there, yagon is the I guess fear of some sort, or diminishing. So the word yagon. So that was the. So if Adam Rishon, so when they were with Aleph Vav Reish, they didn't have any this diminishing. Right? There was light illuminating from their bodies, and they were complete. But when they sinned, they needed that additional 69 gematria of yagon that Kiviyachol LaHaShem wanted to put on them, something that will take away from them their sin, or cover them away from the tribulations of sin. Therefore, he added this ayin vav reish or. Okay. הנחה פלונית. וכנזכר בסידור רבינו הרש"ש, ולכן תמצא כי אביון ויגון מספר אחד. So the avion, the poorness, right? Avion is a poor person. Yagon, that Adam Rishon needed that extra 69 of the gematria Yagon, that because of that lacking, which would mean avion from the originality, where there was only aleph vav reish, and now he has ayin vav reish. Okay. לכן תמצא כי אביון ויגון מספר אחד, כי הנעשה אביון מן המצוות דבק בו יגון. So anybody who is poor from the mitzvot, he has this yagon that will cling onto him. שני אותיות א' ב' יהיו גימל, ואז אותיות אביון נעשו אותיות יגון. Okay, it explains over there that אביון will become יגון, אבל לעתיד בשלמות התיקון, once in the future, once the fixing of everything will transpire by us, B'ezrat Hashem, Yusad Yagon legamre. Therefore, Yagon will be taken away from us completely. ואז יחסר מספר יגון מן העוד עין, דאור ושאר עוד א', ואז יהיה צירוף אור שתחזור עטרה ליושנה. And then, B'ezrat Hashem, once the Yagon is removed from, once we have fixed the sin of Adam HaRishon, and obviously no more sinning on our own, then we're going to have no more missing, and therefore Aleph Vav Reish will be permeating on us, B'ezrat Hashem. ולפי האמור, דאין אחיזה לחיצונים באור המקיף, דלכך נתקנא הנחש באדם הראשון בעבור אור המקיף שהוא היה ערום ממנו, שאין לו אחיזה בו. So לפי האמור, דאין אחיזה לחיצונים, the Torah tells us that anything that's not part of the Torah, there is nothing that could cling to the or, to the light of Adam HaRishon. Therefore, the Nachash, the snake, he was not able to cling unto Adam HaRishon because he can't, because of the aura of Adam HaRishon. And therefore, now we can understand how do you get to back to Aleph Vav Reish, or the original permeating, or the awe of Adam HaRishon that was there from the beginning, through the mitzvot. And what is mitzvot? We have 613 mitzvot, which are hinted to us from the element of tzitzit. Tzitzit, mitzvot ha'ektiv, mitzvot Hashem, uritem oto uschartem et kol mitzvot. As it says in Parashat Kriyat Shema, when you will see the tzitzit, you will remember all the mitzvot Hashem. Therefore, the tzitzit is like the light, the aura that's permeating from a human being, from us, when we're wearing the tzitzit, just like the Arizal explained to us. Just like Adam HaRishon, who was in the beginning with that light. And therefore, the tzitzit that we wear constantly has that strength to push away all the klipot, all the clinging of the evilness that trying to cling onto us. וכיוון דדוחה את הקליפות לכך מועיל לזכירה. How does he, because he has the power to push away all the klipot, it allows you to have the memory of all the mitzvot. ידוע, מה שכתב רבינו אריזל בשאר הכוונות, as it is known as what Arizal wrote in the שאר הכוונות, בסוד המלבושים שלובש האדם, as it says over there, that the clothing, the foundation, the secrets of all the clothing that a person wears, שצריך להיזהר שלא ילבש שני מלבושים בבת אחד, as we already explained, that a person may not put two same of the clothing in one shot. ועושה כן קשה לשכחה, we already explained that if a person puts on, let's say, I already explained one time, a person goes to the restroom and he has underwear and he has sweatpants, right, or pants. So he goes to the bathroom, he cleans himself, now he wants to put it on and he puts together the pants and the underwear. That would be a problem. That would cause him to have forgetfulness in the Torah. וסוד הדבר, כי לכל לבוש יש בחינת אור מקיף. Every clothing has this אור מקיף, all that emanating light from him. ואין דבר שדוחה בקליפות כמו אור המקיף, and nothing that pushes off from holiness, only לפי שאין להם יכולת לנהוג ולהתאחז בו. Nothing could come to hold on into the person. נמצא כמחבר שני לבושים ולובשם ביחד, ואינו מניח מקום לאור המקיף להיכנס תוך שני המלבושים. So the reason why a person should not put two clothing together, because once a person puts two together, he does not allow the אור המקיף to go between after each one that he puts on. ולהקיף בין כל לבוש ולבוש, ועל ידי כך כן אין הקליפות נידחות משם. Okay, therefore the reason the Rabbi says over here, we are to put one at a time in order for to settle the first light, the aura on your body, and then put on the second cloth. לכן, תמצא ציצית מספר בית יעקב, also ציצית is going to be the numerical value of the house of Yaakov. אבל זה אמר, בית יעקב לכו ונלכה באור השם. And that's why the Pasuk tells us that the house of Yaakov will go in the light of Hashem. כי אחזה באור המקיף, by us holding on to that light, the permeating light, שהוא סוד הציצית, that comes out from the secrets of putting on the tzitzit. Eno elo leIsrael shehem bet Yaakov. It only goes for the Jewish people and applies to the Jewish people. לכן אמר, אז אמר, וישא אתכם על כנפי נשרים. It says over there that Hashem carried us in Shmot. He carried us on the eagle's wings. והוא כנשרים מספר tzitzit. And it's talking about what are the eagles? Those are the numerical value of tzitzit. ולכן, וכל זה לעת עתה שאין לנו השגה בטלית עצמו, אלא רק בציציות שהם הכנפיים. As we understand that we really don't understand the element of the talit itself, but we understand the ציציות. אבל בגמר התיקון אביא אתכם אליי, but once the תיקון, we have completed to fix up all the sin of the Adam Rishon, הקדוש ברוך הוא is going to bring us to him, שתשיגו הכל גם בחינת טלית, and then we will be able to be able to reach to high levels through the words of Talit. Gam Elai El Yud. So the word Elai is El Yud, right? Aleph. So that means El Yud Shehu Sod Chochma, which will give us a wisdom by putting on the Talit. Bezat Hashem will continue tomorrow in Halachot Ben Ish Chai.